Edward was born with scissors instead of hands. Because of that, even eating was hard for him. Many times he would accidentally cut his own face. His father wanted to give him a pair of real hands, but one day his father died from overwork. To make things worse, the artificial hands shattered on the floor. Edward only wanted to touch his father's face one last time, but without real hands, all he felt was blood. After that, Edward lived alone in a huge castle. One day, a saleswoman wandered in by accident. It was gloomy and dilapidated inside. But Jessie wasn't afraid. She boldly climbed up the stairs. Then Edward slowly stepped out of the shadows and raised his scissor hands to warn her away. But when Jessie learned he was all alone, he decided to take him home. Sitting in her car, Edward looked out the window in wonder. It was his first time seeing the outside world. When he arrived at her house, everything looked bright, clean, and warm. He even had his own room. Then Jessie enthusiastically introduced her family to him. When Edward saw such a beautiful daughter, he felt a little attracted. But looking at himself in the mirror, he felt inferior. He tried to touch his face but cut it again. Then Edward noticed a waterbed he had never seen before. He pressed it gently but tore it by accident. He quickly covered the broken bed with a doll. Later, he tried to put on his pants, but got tangled up in them. Hearing the noise, Jessie came in. She carefully untangled him, then put medicine on his wound and helped him get dressed. At dinner time, Edward realized he could not hold a fork. He tried to eat but kept dropping food. With Jessie's help, he finally managed to spread butter on bread. After dinner, he began to hope for a better life. At night, he lay in bed unable to fall asleep. Unexpectedly, the daughter came back earlier than expected. When she saw Edward, she was greatly startled and hurriedly ran out of the room. Edward also wanted to leave here, but the father pulled him back. After everyone calmed down, Jessie introduced this special guest to the girl.
Hi.
But seeing the interested girl, Edward immediately fainted on the ground. The next morning, before going out, Jessie put makeup on his face, and he ended up looking like a clown. Then Edward went outside. He saw the father trimming plants into shapes, so he also wanted to try. In just a few minutes, he shaped a dinosaur out of the bushes. When the father saw it, he knew Edward had incredible talent and let him take care of the whole garden. Soon, he carved a sculpture of the whole family on the lawn. At this moment, the boy wanted to clean Edward's scissors by water hose. The father immediately stopped him, because water would cause the scissors to rust. Word quickly spread through the town. The residents all warmly welcomed him, even used his scissors to help make kebabs. After that, Edward became the gardener of the town. He often helped neighbors prune the trees. When there were no trees to prune, he also trimmed the fur of the puppy, by the way. This made the neighbors discover Edward's new skill, so they lined up with the puppy to ask him for help. Some even asked him to design her hairstyle. After that, the boy also took Edward to school to perform paper cutting for the classmates, and there was a burst of cheers from the audience. So the lonely, abandoned Edward became well known as a gifted artist. If it were you, would you take him in? Please leave a comment.